Speaking of ways to collect money in the news, the movement to repeal the death tax in California failed. Howard Jarvis organization in the 1970s passed Proposition 13 that limited property tax increases. And the state legislature passed kind of a workaround on that. It used to be that when somebody passed, the heirs would get the property and they could use the assessed value of the parent, let's say. So mom and dad passed, left you a property. The property tax assessment was based on their valuation, not your new valuation. And that got changed in a bill that was slipped in 2020. And as a result, ever since, people have said not only is it not constitutional and litigated that, but there was an attempt to get it on our ballot to repeal that law. And unfortunately, it got more than 500,000 signatures. It didn't get enough to qualify in the ballot. So the death tax, as far as the reassessment of property here in California, will continue going forward. And then speaking more, and I have a podcast, Probate Weekly, we talk about estate planning regularly. The federal number for exemptions of estate is going to drop from 13.6 million in 2024 down to 7 million in 2026. Now, it's a couple years away. And you might say, wow, if only I had that kind of estate, it doesn't really affect me. You know, I'm personally involved in a state where it was a $40 million estate, but unfortunately they may, and I can say this because it's public record information, they might need to sell $10 million of assets in order to just pay the estate taxes. You might say, well, what's the big deal there? Well, maybe in this case, we don't have to sell the business. We're scrambling to keep the business going and keep the employees gainfully employed. But you can imagine it would be disappointing to work for a company and find out because the owner passed, just to pay taxes, your company is going to be sold and you're going to lose your job. And so also, these estates are built with money that was already paid taxes on. You know, you make money, you pay taxes, you invest that in a business and grow the business or grow the asset, and then to pay taxes on it when you die is really double taxation. So the exemption, and this is going to be a hot political topic, but I don't think anybody is going to step forward and argue for continuing that exemption going forward. President Trump got a lot of heat when that got passed in 2017. I don't see that really being pushed through again. So we need to prepare, I think, ultimately for that estate tax being, as it is now set up, to be dropping to $7 million.